Oh man, I can't believe it. It's been Father's Day already, and we have a Father's episode, and it doesn't involve standing up your daughter at her wedding in order to fight a kaiju when literally everyone else told you, no, we got this. You don't have to be involved here. Just go to your daughter's wedding. Jeez.
And also, like that season, we have the return of an artificial monkey thing.
Yeah, I was wondering about the whole M1 thing. For those of you who don't know, we're here to discuss Ultraman Z. Call my episode number 18 through 21. And yes, it features a return of one of the Ultra Bros.
One of the oldest Ultra Bros.
Yes. And I've come to a fan theory. Ultra Q. Digitally insert Zoffy somewhere in there and you're golden. That's it. That's the whole thing. Like, make Ultra Q Zoffy's season and you're good. That way, you got 6 seasons, you got 6 Ultra Bros, you're good.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, because that way you got Zoffy, Original, 7, Jack, Ace, Taro, yeah. Yeah, like Leo almost threw me off because like Leo's after Taro, but then it's like Leo would be 7, and it's like, no, there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I feel like Leo would fit into that. God damn it, Zoff, you and your presence. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, did everyone have a good weekend?
Yes, my younger brother got married over the weekend, so I was basically the best man, so, we all had a good time.
In the words of Ned Flanders, congratulations. I got to watch a football game between Paris and Madrid, but the match took place on Mustafar. As you could tell by my first degree burns. Well, it's probably not quite as noticeable on camera, but believe me, it's there.
That sucks.
Yeah. But hey, Paris won 4-0, and let me tell you, that third goal was so beautiful. It was practically a rider kick waiting to happen in real life. The dude just jumped in the air and then kicked the ball and went right in. And it was from really close up to like the goalie's face. So it's like, damn, this is awesome. Yeah, so this batch of episodes, I think only one episode was like critical to the plot. But I'll say this, it does feel kind of weird that Parasite Homeboy hasn't been around for a minute.
Yeah, he really hasn't.
Yeah, even in the last batch of episodes, it's like, yeah, he took over another dude's body, but aside from that, he didn't really do much of anything. And I'm going to assume that there's some kind of implication that he will be the final boss.
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, it's like they're building up to it. It's like he's been there since episode 1. It's like, what's your big game plan? Even Jugless Juggler is like, bruh, what are you doing? Yeah. But, no, we have an episode that takes us back to Ultraman X, believe it or not. Although, if you want to be really nitpicky, Ultra Q. Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've got Pagos and Kimmer in it.
Yeah. Oh, not just that, but also because you just straight up have that woman with the umbrella thing.
Ah, that too.
Yeah, because we totally had that in a certain episode about high heels. Yeah. But hey, it's cool. We got but yeah. No, wait, sorry. I'm thinking about episode 19. Give me one quick second. But yeah, no, you're not wrong. It's like, yeah, this woman is like, bruh, who are you? Seriously. Who the hell are you? And we find out she's been around for a minute. But hey, it's cool that Ashta no King Joe storage custom is actually like getting along with Wyndham for a change.
Yeah.
It's typically, like fighting each other.
That's
crazy, man.
Yeah, but basically Pagos shows up and they need to fight it, and then he mysteriously disappears.
Yeah, so we have to do an investigation on the vanishment, and we find a mysterious woman with a red umbrella. I could make a How I Met Your Mother joke, but I'm not gonna. Because it's a red umbrella, not a yellow one. Yeah, okay. In that case, How I Met That One Kaiju.
Or Uchujin.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's yeah, so we look through a bunch of other surveillance footage and find out that the woman in the red umbrella has been around for quite a minute on multiple different fronts. And it's basically, if you ever played Pokemon X and Y, she's the mysterious hex girl from the third floor. If you know, you know. By the way, to this day, it is still unresolved what is even the deal with that hex girl. She just mysteriously appears, then disappears. And then, like, we don't get any, like, revelation about it. We don't know what happened. Who is she? Why is she here? Who is the one, as she puts it? Yeah, no, like, what the hell? Yeah, but yeah, so that's what this character reminds me of. Yeah. And yeah, no, she references that there's a book from like challenges for the year 2020. I'm like, well, right now, the big challenge is something very viral, and I'm not talking about TikTok. Yeah. Yeah, no, but yeah, so the woman wakes up later on, and she's like, oh no, I did it again. What's going on? What did you do again? Listen, if you work in some kind of security, I need you to take that gun and kill me. Why? Listen, you just gotta listen to me. But then all of a sudden, a flash appears, and turns out she's really a kaiju.
Well, an alien, so
more or less. I mean, they never here's the thing. Like, typically, I would refer giant monsters as kaiju and human-sized ones as kaijin, but for some reason, Ultraman has a tendency of referring to human-sized aliens as kaiju as well. For some reason,
yeah, but they also refer to monsters as aliens too. So, if they're from outer space.
I'm just saying, please be consistent with your nomenclatures. But it is what it is. Yeah, no, it turns out, yeah, they try to take a kind of fuse with humans in order to survive, kind of like that episode Doctor Who with the pigs. The Daleks take Manhattan.
Yeah.
But something went wrong, so we're just fused together, which, I don't know, the phrasing didn't make sense. Listen, the way I do it, the way I watch Ultraman, I watch it with both subtitles and dubs, and let me tell you, neither the sub nor the dub did a good job explaining what went wrong.
No, not really.
Basically, it's like, oh, instead of just taking over their bodies, it's more like a Yami Yugi situation where like you're just sharing a body.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah. And yeah, no, like apparently they have boa juice powers. Which causes Haruki's rifle to liquefy.
Yeah, they shoot. Yeah, Chemers can shoot gel out of their head.
Yeah. Yeah. And so basically turns a Ferris wheel into a contraption of villainous proportions. And of course the woman's like, "You gotta kill me, but I don't want to. But I'm gonna destroy the earth, but your life matters." And of course they become Delta or Arise Claw. I still can't get over that name.
I don't know why it has claw in the name either.
I mean, we see a claw-like attack one time in a later episode, but the claws are not from his hands. So, yeah. And of course, Dio's like, it's like, "Very well, I will help you cut her down to size." And yeah, so we have the obligatory giant fight like we always do. It takes place at night, so that's nice. Oh yeah, the Ferris wheel is used to make a giant dimensional rift. And yes, the kaiju from the beginning of the episode also shows up. So basically we're fighting against Sam Delgado from SPD. Yeah, that's interesting. But I mean, at least we don't have to fight against Bugglesworth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Sam. I want to play. Now make this whole gold storage disappear. I'm sensing the word gold and a junkyard and a river. Gold's a junkyard down by the river. Man, Sky, you're better at this than I am. But yeah, no. So basically, we defeat the kaiju. Everyone's is making their creepypasta theories, and thankfully, we won't have to deal with that for another 1, 2, 3, 4 years.
Yeah.
But
Arc.
How much I loathe thee. How much I hope that Omega will be better.
It looks like it'll be better. Let's hope it is.
Yeah. But yeah, host lady becomes she gets mind crushed. Let's keep it simple. She gets
mind will crush you.
No. I went myself. from the bridge.
Yeah.
It's like Mr. Pegasus. It seems Senokama was defeated by someone named Yugimoto. Also, it's time for your sponge bath. You ever wonder what the episode would be like if we just shuffled all the characters' voices?
Well, all right.
Because then it would be like, "I'm here, guys. I'll mark us with a special sign. Not for nothing, Taya, but isn't this a permanent marker? Whoops. Why do you go around carrying something like that in the first place? I'm a kleptomaniac. I stole it from school. Attention, duelists. My wallet's missing. Kaiba took it. It's time to duel, Kaiba. The next line. Yugi having Taya's voice makes the next line so much better. Oh man, I'm going to hell for that one. Not that I wasn't already. But yeah, no, a bird star shows up.
Oh yeah, Bemstar.
Yeah. Yeah, oh look, it's the space penguin. Quack.
Yeah, with the absorbing tummy.
Yeah. Did they always have that? Because I don't remember them having that.
Yeah, Bemstars can absorb stuff into their stomachs. Or chest. Abdomen.
Thoracis. But yeah, no, somehow finding that thing causes a crack to open.
Yeah, and then Bemstar gets scared by it and it just flies away. Basically, for context, in Ultraman Ace, he would fight the Choju, which they translate to terrible monster. And the Choju were created by the Yapul, and they how they would get into basically our dimension is that they would make a giant crack in the sky and come through it and break it like glass.
You know what's interesting is how all of its appendages look like weapons. It straight up has a sword on its head, facing forward.
Yeah, the Choju basically had a lot of abilities and weapons, from
That's
what I
crazy.
remember. I've only been through Ace once.
Imagine if they teamed up with the God, I forgot the names already. Those moth dudes.
The Barosas?
Yeah, Barosas, yeah. Because the Barosas seem to really like weapons.
True.
And then you have kaiju, whose bodies are basically made of weapons. But you know, one thing I can't get over is the fact that one of the 4 Zords that form King Joe storage custom is literally a disc that forms its abdomen. It's very thin abdomen. Like, if it was the shape of the Mighty Morphin Megazord from 1993, this Zord in particular would have the width of a Pringles potato chip in comparison.
Well, coincidence. I just had some Pringles earlier today.
That's crazy. It's crazy, man. But hey, good for Bill Hader for figuring out the secret, the hidden secret of eating Pringles. But I'm still not gonna get over the fact that when Lay's tried to copy Pringles' gimmick of like stacking chips into a canister, the commercial's just silly. It was an old lady at a dealer table. I don't even know what game they were playing. Maybe poker, maybe 21, maybe craps. But she's like, I know, like all the potato chips are like flying from her hands into the cash. Like, I'm like, bruh, it's potato chips. It's potato chips. They're not that.
God.
It's not even that deep, dude.
Yeah.
It's like if they were ice chips, maybe you could play Jenga with that, but using potato chips as poker chips is just silly.
Yeah. Okay, how do you feel about the potato chip sword and gob?
It was amazing. like if you don't cut with them at the right angle, they break. And you have to squeeze a bag in order for the blade to come out. And I love that Gav has to actively learn how to use them mid-fight instead of just automatically knowing how to do it.
Interesting.
Yeah, like if you actually watch the second episode, like they did a great job showing off that ability. But what's really weird is when you dip it in chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't know if it's a New York thing, a Chicago thing, a New Jersey thing, a Florida thing, or if that's a Japan thing or France thing or some Soviet satellite nation thing. I'm just going to say it to you like this. Chocolate and potato chips do not mix.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a good combination.
No, and I'm looking at you, Ben and Jerry's. I know you had that as a ice cream flavor. Nasty. In the words of Jimmy Fallon, whom you used as the promotion of that flavor, nasty. Yep. Jimmy Fallon's used that phrase in that exact cadence. Look it up. But yeah, no, like we have this massive kaiju that's super powerful and it's super badass. It has everyone's powers and it has my name. I don't know why he's pink. He's like red. No, I just described decade. My bad. But yeah, no, for real though. Yeah, so we go to Delta Rise Claw. Again, what's with the claw thing? Like from jump, seems smart, but causes him to lose a Belial Rock again. You foolish Ultra, you seem to not grasp the importance of holding on to me. Maybe I should find someone from another universe who has a better understanding of holding on to things that are important to them. I believe his name was Troy.
A ranger must learn to let go of his weapons. Ever.
Oh, man, it's been building up to this, hasn't it? It's been building up to this. But yeah, no, we get wrecked. We get totaled. We get annihilated. We get devastated, destroyed. And who is there to save us literally last second? It's
Ultraman Ace.
Yeah, Ace, yeah. The fifth of the Ultra Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So now the Ultraman Taro commercial makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you watch Ultraman Z on YouTube, there's like a commercial for Ultraman Taro. And there's like a part where like you hear a bunch of kids screaming like sixth brother. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense. Because he's the sixth Ultraman brother. Don't know why.
Yeah, in the opening theme for Ultraman Taro, they say Ultraman number 6.
That's what they said, yeah. Ultraman number 6.
Do 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 do.
I swear, I have expected to hear that boinging noise when Koenma lands on Kobara's head. Boing. Ultraman number 6. Boing. But yeah, no, like they do like a bit of a go on and sell like back and forth, and they do defeat. Oh, and look at that, the color timer's going off. And apparently, Ultraman Ace has a freaking sword.
Yeah, Ultraman Ace can manifest. Manifest, or what's the word I'm looking for?
Summon steamrollers.
Run!
Yep.
You can basically make a katana out of nowhere.
Yeah, and we finally see that giant Beta Smash spear for like the third time ever.
They made a toy of it.
Yeah, so they have to promote it.
It's not very much.
Yeah. I wonder what the standards are. Like if we make a toy for your series, how often do you have to actually use it in the show for it to be promoted? If anyone in Tsuburaya Productions or Toei Productions can answer that question, I would be greatly appreciative. But yeah, look at that. We got a Showa era Ultra in what is now the Reiwa era.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Insert reference to Gojuger. Yes. How do you use your phone? Wrong. But yeah, no, it's really cool. Like freaking Ace has that mirror move ability. I love it when Ultras use mirror move. It's such a crappy move in Pokemon, yet such a useful one in Ultraman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna hold off his attack while you fight him off. Do you understand? Kinda. And then he uses his special attack that transfers over to Beta Smash. And then he uses his Kamehameha, which somehow travels through the entire galaxy that is weirdly shaped like a Z. And then straights back down to his hand, which means absolutely nothing. As Vegeta would say, power levels are bogus.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, we destroy the monster. Hooray. And only Homegirl is excited because, hey, the thing left that giant sword behind when it got vaporized.
And we find out that Ace is Zet's grandfather. No, not grandfather, godfather.
Godfather. He was the one that named him Zed for some reason. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's it for that episode. Moving on to the next one. Old man Hajime is putting on his nicest suit. His name isn't actually Hajime. I just like to make that as a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it turns out it's an obligatory deadbeat father episode. Except here, he actually wasn't a deadbeat.
No, and we get to see the return of Emichigo.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's tally things up. Between the commander from Tiga, the commander from X, and the dad from Rube, we have a top 2 contender right here. Yeah, unfortunately, Genta is the median father because it's like while he loves his son, he's still like trapped at Scarred for a while and unable to tell anyone that he's actually Blazar.
Yeah.
But at least he tries to take his son to a park.
Yeah, he tries despite, being in charge of Scarred. He at least wants to be a part of his son's life.
Yeah, unlike the commander from X, who literally missed his daughter's wedding.
Oh, yes.
For every reason possible that was given to him to not skip out on it. And then below that, you have the commander from Tiga, who just straight up abandoned her son.
Yeah. And she's an idiot in the dub.
Yeah. Yeah. Golf is incredibly boring, and being a parent is for suckers. That's what she's really thinking.
And somehow the final episode of the 4Kids dub of Tiga got leaked. I don't know how, but someone found it.
It was pretty fun. Yeah, it's a darn shame that Yu-Gi-Oh! Was on TV at the time when Tiga was on TV because, man, the dub of Tiga was hilarious as an adult in posterity. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is still Yu-Gi-Oh! I gotta know what happens in Battle City.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as for Power Rangers, A, B, C, kids, something, something, something. I love how there's like 2 separate autograph booths, one for Dustin and one for Lothar. And then like all the kids are lining up to Dustin's table. And Lothar's like, nobody told me that'd be Power Rangers. Maybe he should have used some of that love potion from that one episode. Yeah. Everybody loves Lothar. All right, Capri, I'm home. Hi, Uncle. Oh, man. Not gonna lie, though. Ninja Storm has this energy that just cannot be replicated. Is it my favorite season? Obviously not. It's Jungle Fury. Is it the best season? Obviously not. It's debatable between In Space, RPM, or Time Force. But is it a fun season? Absolutely. And part of it is because it has this T-Nick type of silliness to it that I just can't really describe. It's like it was made by Dirty Dan, but without the foot fetish.
Oh gosh, no! Keep him away from Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, keep him away. But the thing is, it had that Drake and Josh / Zoe 101 energy. But again, without the foot fetish.
Yeah. I love Ninja Storm. It's in my top 5.
Yeah, and yes, that the Wipeout episode. But what could compare to the greatest line in Power Ranger history? Oh, I'm sorry. My best friends are trapped in the popcorn and I have to save them. But yeah, no. So turns out this dude's daughter is actually a kaiju researcher, including M1 as her bestie, her best buddy. Insert that song from Kids Next Door where Kooky is playing with Boxy. Boxy and me. Searching through tombs and fighting a mummy. Yeah. And of course the dad is like having like it's just like hanging out with her and like trying to keep her away from the rest of the storage because everyone's fanboying over her. But then we find out that her laboratory is being invaded by her coworkers because, yeah. Insert every single Jurassic Park reference you could possibly think of. But unfortunately, M1 absorbs a bunch of Green Ranger energy that causes them to become giant. Yeah. Yeah. And that means if he gets within 3,000 meters of the city limits, we have to destroy him.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like, okay, we got to make a plan. What if we just kept him at bay while we create like some kind of antidote to the giant thing? And the very first thing we do is we start a taiko troop.
Yes, it made me think of Hibiki.
Oh, it just made me think of taiko, which will always be great for me. Yeah. And he does start dancing at first, but the party animal could not be restrained. Well, babe, you know what? Maybe if the Zeo Megazord and the O-Boxer teamed up, maybe they could help us out.
You mean O-Blocker?
Yeah. No, not O-Blocker. I mean like
Red Puncher?
Red Puncher.
The Red Battlezord?
Yes. Maybe if those two Megazords were there, it'd be a lot better because they got some moves.
Yeah, they got some dance moves.
Yeah. And they should join the NBA All-Stars of that year. And the Summer Olympics. Man, I still can't get over how crazy that was. But yeah, no, we're struggling. We're really struggling. We can't keep this party animal in check. So, Daddy makes an epic entrance. Like, we have one less shot, and I'm gonna take it. And oh man, this is so good. And it's like basically, yeah, no, it's like we summon Belial Rock. It's like I'm gonna cut him down. No. We don't want you to kill him. We just want you to stop it. That's a boring misuse of my powers. But yeah, no, it's like, but yeah, so he thrusts him to the ground.
No.
And like a bunch of claws rise up from the ground, and it's like, oh my god, we're finally seeing the claws from the Delta Rice Claw.
Yeah.
Finally. Now we're seeing some claws. Not the way we want to see them, but they're physically there. It's something. Yeah. So yeah, a bunch of claws like the bad guys in the outro for Jetman. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I say what you will about Jetman, but I totally vibe with the outro. It's really good.
It's got a good ending theme.
Yeah. I love how like everything's on a magazine, and you got like, you got Rio like, and then you got, oh shoot, and you got what's his name, Raito, just like eating, like, look at the steak I got. I'm Monkey D. Luffy. I'll be king of the vegetables. Yeah. No, it's like, I'm gonna be honest. I think we've all over-exaggerated like the plus sizeness of Raito. He's got a dad bod.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like his figure looks completely fine when he's not wearing that not spandex.
Yeah.
He looks like the guy looks more fit than I do. And I work out. Clearly, I should be spending less time in the gym and more time on a farm. Yeah, see, right there. But yeah, no. And then Daddy fires a bazooka that has the antidote in it, and it goes in his mouth. And we're like... And he even gives like a cool JoJo pose, like, I'm like, damn, what a badass dad. It's like, you know what his daughter will never end up having to experience?
Very clever. Now who has my father? Uh-oh. Someone has some daddy issues. Nothing could be my father from the truth. Who? You said my father. No, I didn't. How? Did not. Shabba! For me, this is a dad issue. Dad issue! Dad! Dad be dad! Oh. Daddy didn't love me!
Yeah, that's definitely not happening in this episode. I mean, it might have happened in the next, but not in Zed. No. Zed has a completely different vibe.
I feel sorry for the child. Your father would rather be dead than take care of you. Damn, that is tragic. What a complete jackass.
See, that's Ultraman X. This is Zed. We always knew that Zed is better than X when it comes to Mega Man, but apparently the same applies to dads in Ultraman. Yeah, we got a better father in Ultraman.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. So M1 is alive. So yeah, we could celebrate. Next episode, and it's the last one of the bunch. So yeah, earlier on we saw that whole crack in the dimensions. So let's turn that into a cannon. Jerk faces love cannons. Yeah. So on an island, they used what is called the D4, and it has the power to destroy dimensions.
Oh, hell no!
Yeah. And we're going to have to equip it to the King Joe.
Oh, hell no!
And we're going to have Yoko be the one to pilot it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell
because we got more pressing things to worry about. Yeah, so yeah, we have this very smug-looking woman taking over storage facility.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, no, I am not a fan of her. Like from jump, it's like I already feel like I'm not vibing with her. But then she opens her mouth and it gets worse.
Oh yeah, one of those kinds of people.
Yes. So the chief commander, the one who was busy making rings for a guy who eats way too many donuts, is like, yeah, see, y'all gonna have to field test this. No exceptions. It's direct order. And if you disagree, I'm going to destroy you. Bruh. Like, that is crazy. But incidentally, yeah, no, it's like Zed's like, well, technically, he does have a point. You can't assume I'll always be there to help you out. So why should humans have the ability to defend themselves? I mean, yeah, I want to help out as much as I can, but what if there came a point where I legitimately couldn't? But yeah, no, there's a monster called Kilbim, and basically it's drawn to the T-Force energy. I'm like, well, geez, it's almost as if history shows again and again how nature points out the folly of man. Maybe we should listen to the specters. Because the golden age of leather is over. Some of us, we try to be agents of fortune, but what are we to do when there's a fire of unknown origin and we can't look in the mirror to summon the Cultosaurus erectus? Yeah, no, it's all about mutiny and mutation, especially when it comes to storage, because it's like, nah, fam, we're not going to follow your orders. We're going to hold off on the D4 because that's not how we vibe. That's not how we vibe. And yeah, so King Joe fights the monster. It's trying its best, like any human-made mecha tries to. Like, it has D4 equipped, but it does not want to use it, and rightfully so, because energy that destructive. It's like, hey, yeah, we're far away from a residential zone. Hey, yeah, we all the civilians evacuated. If you use it, we'll have minimal civilian casualties. And everyone keeps refusing because
How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
we're not gonna use the D4. Jeez, it's like talking to a wall. And then, of course, Ultraman shows up, and they take their fight to space.
See, the mother Kelbim.
Yeah. See, as Tsunami would say, space is the place. And of course, the commander's like, see what I tell you. Ultraman abandoned us. He's not coming back. I'm like, bruh, he's literally fighting this thing in space. Yeah, but what about its army down here? He'll get back to it after he defeats the main one, which he does. But unfortunately, before he has a chance to get back, Yoko's left with no choice but to fire the D4.
Oh, hell no! 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 Oh, hell no!
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, so Ultraman does show up, and he uses his Zessian beam in order to, like, mitigate the damage caused by the D4. And, of course...
It's like, you're not Cosmos. You're not even using Cosmos' metal.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, thankfully, Yoko is hopefully still alive. But unfortunately, that causes the This causes storage to be disbanded. But of course, creepy Karen with her glasses like, the power of Ultraman. We need to harness it for our agenda.
We are a secret club because of our agenda. It is a dark agenda. It is an agenda some other clubs may not agree with.
Yeah. And that's basically the end of the episode. Dismissed.
Yep.
All right. Thoughts, opinions, scores, etc.
All right. Well, it's interesting to see Kemmer in a more modern series. We finally get to see what color that gel is, what he shoots out of his head. Mm-hmm. So, I give that episode an 8.5 out of 10. Definitely a 10 out of 10 for the episode after that with Ultraman Ace. It's always cool to see a previous Ultra team up with the current Ultra. And then, we find out that he's the godfather of Zed and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then basically a 9 for the rest of them.
All right. I have to agree with you, except I would give a 9 to episode 19 because, it's like, it's all right. I'm not as big of a fan of like the original hexology as you are, but I mean, I did watch one of those 6 chapters with a couple of episodes of the first chapter, just mainly for the purpose of making thumbnails. Yeah, no, it's like but no, it's like I've never watched Taiga. To be clear, I've never watched Taiga, so I don't know who shows up in Taiga. But if any Showa era Ultras don't show up in Taiga, and that would mean that Ultraman Ace in this episode is the first time a Showa Ultraman shows up in the Reiwa era.
Well, Taiga is the son of Taro.
Does Taro show up?
Yes.
Never mind. Again, never seen Taiga, so although
it's not that great to be honest.
Again, haven't seen Taiga. I saw Rube. I saw most of Zed. Not Taiga though. I saw X. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, no, it's cool showcasing like the classic Ultras in the Reiwa era, because for the most part it's just Ultraman 66. Like that comes back. We almost never see like Zafi or Taro. Well, Taro a little bit more often. Also, just to be clear, Taro and Classic showing up in Rube doesn't count because it's just showcasing the powers. Just to be clear. It's not physically them. It's honestly, why do they even do the whole energy thing? It's like if they're just doing like elemental crystals, it's like, do you really need Legacy Ultras to be referenced?
Well, they were doing a thing for a while to where they really wanted to sell the nostalgia for Ultraman.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking back on it, it's like we didn't really need them to be like Taro, Tiga, Victory, Belial. I don't even remember who the water one was.
Ginga,
yeah. I know.
Even though he's not a water-using Ultraman.
Yeah, that's probably why I forgot that it was Ginga in the first place. Actually, if I'm not mistaken. Let me think for a second. Ginga, Victory, X, Orb, Geed. And yeah, you could totally base the elements off of the past past 5 seasons. Like, you got Ginga and Victory, like, for water and earth, okay. But instead of using Taro and Tiga, you could have used Geed and what's
Orb?
Yeah. And I know Nero, Kuro, Noir, Dark, Black, De Niro, Orb was there, but still, just imagine if they had to use his crystal to access one of their elemental powers. Just saying.
Yeah, but Orb and Geed weren't. Their base forms weren't fire or wind based.
It would have still been an interesting reference, because then it could have been like the new Ultra Brothers.
True.
Not gonna lie, it would be a little awkward because Belial and Geed are father and son. Actually, I'm surprised they didn't use the Dark Crystal when they met with Geed in that one movie, because it's like, wait, why do you remind me of my dad all of a sudden? Yeah. So yeah, no, that was kind of weird. Yeah, X Geed. Yes, X Ord Geed. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have that much to say. The dad episode, yes. We have one of the best dads in Ultra history, not counting Father of Ultra, because I still haven't really seen him that much yet. And yeah, in this episode, it's like, ooh, plot thickens. Nothing involving the Parasite dude or Juggless, but hey, plot thickens. And again, Dio Saber. He's funny. I like him.
Dio Saber.
Yeah.
Or do we call him, in Japanese, do we call him the Balance Saber?
Yeah.
Because in Japanese, he's voiced by the same guy who voices Balance in Q Ranger.
No, Balance was voiced by Josuke Higashikata.
I might be misinformed. I thought Balance and Belial had the same voice actor.
No, I definitely remember Balance being voiced by Josuke, unless the voice actor plays both characters. Let's see, Yuki Ono.
Yeah, Yuki Ono.
Yeah. Ezreal's Taiga and Kurose basketball. Zenkichi and Madoka box. As we confused Megalo. And Josuke Higashikata in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Oh,
yeah, but
and he played a Granute in Kamen Rider Gav.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he was the Beetle Granute, the one who stole that VTuber persona. Huh, that's funny to find out. Yeah. But what's it called? But I know Caesar Zeppeli was Gollum in Zenkaiger. Yeah, but nevertheless, we in any case, I guess those are our scores. Tune in next week as we finish Ultraman Z, as there is no Ultraman Z movie, which will give us a nice week-long break for us to enjoy and decompress before we move on to Ultraman Omega. Yes, we have one comment tonight. Ball is life. Never met you before. Nice to meet you. Hey guys, hope you're doing great. Thank you. We hope you're doing great too. We appreciate it. And that's it for the comments. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon so you notified for our latest videos. We got 60 subscribers left for our YouTube milestone of 3K subscribers. We'll do a fun video in commemoration of the milestone. So be sure to share our content with your friends and family. Anyone else who may enjoy a bunch of nerdy friends discussing for hours on end about Kamen Rider and Ultraman and Super Sentai and Power Rangers when content finally is made for Power Rangers, and that's probably not going to be for a while. We do Ultraman Z on Mondays and subsequently Ultraman Omega on Mondays. Kamen Rider Gav on Wednesdays, number 1 Sentai Gojuju on Thursdays, and Kamen Rider Classic on Sundays. We just finished the 3rd arc in its entirety with the 2nd movie, despite it taking place between episodes 68 and 69, so we had to backtrack a bit. Now we're back on track. We're episodes 80 through 98 left. That's 19 episodes and one more movie during its that took place in 2016. Oh my God, we're almost done with Kamen Rider Classic. I can't believe it. It felt like it took. Hold on. You know what's coming next. You're the brony. Forever.
Forever.
Yeah, no, I just see like the main reason why I know that line is because there was like a YouTube anthology video, and there was like a parody of 2001: Space Odyssey, and then when one of the primordial ponies touches the monolith, it's like you get a bunch of flash forwards into pony history that ends with the pink one saying "forever." So that kind of stuck with me. But yes,
Pinkie Pie.
Yeah, the one with Spidey senses. Yes. Yeah, so that's it. And also check out our most recent interviews. We got Cable Cooley, one of the most iconic villains in Power Rangers history, and a close dear friend of ours. and Anna Marie Crouch, who played the lovely Princess Shayla, Aunt Bun Anna Mariam in Power Rangers Wild Force. We have those two uploaded. One of our next uploaded interviews will be Claire Blackwalder. So yeah, we're gonna go down below the ocean. We got a lot of interviews that we have recorded and still haven't uploaded yet, so that we have a lot of content for you guys, both on our main channel and on our sister channel, which is The Buttery Show, where we discuss various movie reviews and episode discussions, including shorts for Gundam G-Quox, and we're doing Karate Kid month. We just did Karate Kids 1 and 2. Be sure to check those out in honor of the new movie Karate Kid Legends, which is the 6th film in the franchise. And this Wednesday, after our review of Kamen Rider Gav, we will be discussing Karate Kid 3, featuring the bad boy of karate himself, Mike Barnes, which we interviewed and uploaded said interview on The Buttery Show. Be sure to check it out. It's very spicy in the literal way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Where can the people find you for their extracurricular content?
You can find me at youtube.com, Axel Ranger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. If you want to say hi to us in person, he will be at the Hyatt in Chicago, Illinois on July 11th to the 13th for G-Fest. And some of the rest of us will be at the Pasadena Convention Center on September 7th for ToonCon. Ryan will definitely be there. Don't know about the rest of the squad. I think they're going to do a reunion for The Batman. So that's going to be fun. Can't wait to see it. It's going to be great. And that's it. Until next time, be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones. Make sure the Freon in your car is flowing properly because it's really hot. Yeah, like in Billy Mandy. fact, it's the hottest day in the history of ever. It's hot. But we hope to keep you guys cool. Stay cool. Go to school. See you again next time. Goodbye.